Hey there, I am so excited to share with you how I was able to find clients to serve my property preservation business with no experience and no connections. I get this question a lot. And the reason why I get this question a lot is because when I started out my business, I started with zero contacts. I had no connections in the industry, no prior experience, and I was able to start doing work and build up capital to be able to grow the business. So here's what it boils down to. Everyone needs two things. You either have to have money and time. Now you can have both or you can have one, but either way, you have to be able to either invest your time or have the money to get someone to help you to build your business. Also, everyone has access to the internet, whether it's on a desktop or a laptop. You have an access to the direct source of what you need to finding clients. So if you are a contractor, a cleaning business, janitorial business, a roofer, a carpenter, if you already have an existing business in place, then you can invest in a coach or a mentor or even a list of contacts to be able to find what you need to grow your business. But if you're like me, when I first started, I wanted to build it from scratch. So I had to do it based on my time. And this is what I did to grow my business using my time, the internet, and my computer. To get started, I knew that I needed to create a list of companies that I can go to and begin to market my services to and begin to build my business. I figured out keywords you had to use in order to find the companies. So I tapped into these keywords and I began to use the internet to search for as many as I could online. I basically used what's called a Boolean search. And this is an advanced search method that allows you to narrow down different keyword terms. For example, I would type in quotations, property preservation, and I would add vendor application, and it will give me 950 results. I would take my time and go through every page until I was able to narrow down all the applications I needed to apply for. I completed this process until I found all the companies that I needed to be able to build my business. Then I began to organize files. I made sure before I started to download or save applications that my files were organized. And what that looked like in the browser was I would go to bookmark manager and save the name and the application. Oh yeah, I knew exactly what was organized in each file. And then I made sure once I had all of the information, all the applications that I wanted, sometimes I did have to call the company to get the application. This is an example of one of the sites. I will click on links, save the applications in my computer and my browser, and just keep track in a spreadsheet of where I was and who I applied to for that day. And when I began to create this application package, I made sure I painted the picture. I made sure that I typed my applications up and it was typo free. I showed them that I was ready. And I also painted a picture of a type of vendor I would be for their company, meaning I gave the perception that I was credible, I was organized, and I was thorough because they were looking at all that. And finally, I followed up. Basically, I had a calendar, I had email templates, and I would also make follow-up calls. At some point, they were going to get in a situation where they needed someone's help, and I wanted to be there when they needed me. So there you have it. That's what I did to find clients to serve. Now, how did my story end? So because I was able to find my own clients, I was able to get started with inspections. And I was also able to build enough capital to reinvest in my business. This method allowed me to grow my business and learn about the industry before I had to invest anything. Now, this method doesn't only work for me, it's worked for a lot of people. With over 10 years experience that I have, I've helped hundreds of students get started. I've also coached thousands of students in making sure they understood exactly what is required to get in their own property preservation business and their clients. So now it's your turn. I cannot wait to hear the number of clients you've put on your list and how much you've made in your preservation business. But it always starts with knowing how to fish for your own clients. I can't wait to hear back from you. Talk to you soon.